Here I want to talk about indirect objects again. This is part B of a two-part mini video on indirect objects. In last video we looked at how the indirect objects are always going to come between the verb and the direct object. They're going to be a noun between the verb and the direct object. But in this quick video I want to give you a way to have a formula question or a formula that will give you the indirect object a lot and help you identify it more. So let's take a look. Now here's the original version of the group of words. The phone message told John the news. Okay, so I know I can. Here's the verb told, right? Told. Who or what told? The phone message. So it's my subject. The subject. The phone message told who or what? It relayed or told the news. All right. When you think of told in the sense of telling information, it told the news. All right. So here's your direct object. So I have all these here. See, I have that. I have that. I have this over here. But you know, I'm wondering, what is this? Now I know from the last video that this is between the verb and the direct object, so there's a pretty good chance it's an indirect object. But here's another way to check to make sure. Ask yourself, look, when I find the subject, verb, and direct object, if I were to put them here, the phone message, told, the news, and then if I add this on, 2 or 4, in other words, pick one of these, 2 or 4. For this one I'm going to pick 2, but sometimes it's going to be 4. And then if I slip this word in here, okay, and if in this rearrangement it means exactly the same thing it meant in this version, the original version, if there is correspondence in meaning, okay, if it means the same, it's arranged differently, but it means the same thing, then what you have here is the indirect object in the original version. So let's take a look. The phone message told the news to John. Do I have the same thing basically in the sense of meaning? Yes, I do. So this word, whatever goes in here, in the original is an I-O. Okay? Now, that's as far as it goes, because the original was not worded like this. You have to use this in your mind or just kind of hear it. Can I rearrange it this way and have it say this way? Then if I can, then in the original, whatever word goes in this blank, this one, is going to be the indirect object in the original. Okay? So let's look at these. These steps give me a headache. Give is the verb. Who or what gives? The steps. Subject, verb. The steps give who or what? They give a headache. All right. Oh, it's like what do they give away? A headache. They give a headache. This is your direct object. Now, I'm wondering, what's me? What's me? What's the word me? Can I say it this way? The steps give a headache to me? Yes. Then me, since it went here, is going to be an indirect object in this version of the wording of the sentence. So this is going to be indirect object. Now let's look at this. I bought my son a gift. Bought is the verb. Who or what bought? I bought. Subject, verb. I bought who or what? I didn't buy my son. You see that? I bought a gift. So this is the direct object. Now I'm wondering, well, what am I going to do with this word? What is it? Well, can we say I bought a gift for my son? So I bought a gift for my son? Yes, it means the same thing. So the word that goes in this blank, my son, in the original down here is going to be the indirect object. Now let me just introduce this down here. It's going to be a little tricky. But the teacher gave a quiz to the class. Gave is the verb. Who or what gave? The teacher. The teacher gave who or what? A quiz, direct object. Now notice that I have this. I have it here in the original. So this is not an indirect object here. We'll learn about this next, or soon. This is actually a prepositional phrase. And if this is the original wording, then this is not an indirect object. In fact, you don't even have to consider that as an element of the sentence. It would be different if I had written it the teacher gave the class a quiz. At that point, the class becomes an indirect object. In this version, it is not an indirect object.